Okay, if everyone could stand, we'll recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Relatable. Thank you to everyone who's here for coming. And this video will be posted on the District Council website. So thank you to all of you at your computers who are watching the video recording of this presidential debate for the special election for the office of District Council President. We have the four candidates with us tonight. My name is Dennis Walsh. I'm the review officer. I'll be moderating tonight's discussion/debate. We have, in order of appearance here, Martin Maguire, Dan Franco, Steve Mcginness, and Jeremy Millan. I'm going to be giving each candidate up to 5 minutes to make an opening statement on any topic or series of topics that they wish to speak on. And in this case, we'll go in the row, and we'll start with Martin Maguire.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for this opportunity for you coming down to listen to this debate. I'm sure it's going to be interesting. It's very serious. My name is Martin Maguire. I'm asking you to support me to become President of New York District Council of Carpenters and Joiners of America. A duty which I will fulfill with honesty and integrity. Let me tell you about myself. I'm a 27-year member of this United Brotherhood and Carpenters and Joiners of America, and I'm proud of it. I was elected a delegate, Local 157, by the membership. I was elected alternate delegate to the 35th Annual General Convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've always worked hard as a carpenter, shop steward, foreman, journal foreman. I've participated in several union election committees. I was appointed by New York District Council to the focus group. I was appointed by the District Council to the Apprentice OJT Committee. From all my experience, I've learned a great deal about this union, and I hope to move forward as your next president. The duties of a president, as stated in our bylaws, are to provide and constitute the bylaws as they are written in our brotherhood. As president, I will uphold the bylaws of the Constitution and this brotherhood to its highest level. I believe my experience, I can carry out the duties of a president and work in the best interest and the interest of this brotherhood. I promise you that there will be full transparency in all union matters, and my goal is to make this district council the best in the nation. I spent 27 years of my life as a union carpenter. I've always been outspoken, independent voice. On behalf of our membership and our union, I'm asking you to vote for Martin Maguire in this upcoming election for President of New York District Council of Carpenters. I am a carpenter, brothers and sisters, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Thank you for coming here tonight. A little bit about me, if you don't know me already, my name is Dan Franco. I'm a Local 157 member. I joined Local 257 in 1989 as a first-year apprentice. Currently been a steward for several years, since 2010. My carpentry experience involves anything from layout all the way up to architectural woodwork. The current situation of the council, in my opinion, it's still quite troubled. I think there are a lot of issues that still need to be addressed. There have been, in my opinion, many bylaw violations and rules of order violations at the delegate meetings. I think there's been, outside the delegate meetings, there's been bylaw violations as well. A competent president would not allow any of this to occur. As president, it's my duty to abide by the Constitution and enforce the bylaws and constitution of the UBC. Just a little about of what benefit to the members would I be as president. The president is also one of 11 members of the executive committee. As an executive committee member, we prepare the annual budgets. We make recommendations to the delegate body. We also develop the council personnel policy. We make recommendations on who to hire, compensate, and terminate. We deal with the collective bargaining agreements, which includes allocating wages and benefits. And I would like to see some of our raises go towards welfare so that we can get back some, if not all, of the coverage that we lost under the welfare plan. We also deal with changes to the bylaws. One of the changes I would seek to the bylaws would be to give to the rank and file contract ratification. Right now it's done by the delegates. We also deal with a system of steward review. And so far, we weren't included, as far as I know, until recently. I would like to have the stewards ask for their input on steward review policies. We also submit written reports to the Council on Operations, such as financial condition and other relevant matters to the delegate body at each delegate meeting. Why should you elect me? Because I understand the UBC Constitution, the bylaws, Robert's Rules of Order, personnel policy, the LMRDA, the NLRA, and other necessary documents to competently and honestly perform the duties of the President. So far, there's a few other the other candidates, from my observation, have been unable to recognize or have been unwilling to admit to any of the numerous bylaw violations and rules of order violations. I'm also the most independent of the candidates, while I'm also the most connected to the rank and file. I don't flip-flop on issues. I'm against full mobility, always will be. I'm not an employee of the council, and I'll seek to be an employee of the council. I'm not controlled by any political party. And on December 20th, please come on out and vote for me, Dan Franco. Thank you very much.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. My name is Steve Mcginness. I'm a third-generation member of Local 608, now Local 157, elected delegate. My grandfather was a dock builder. I didn't have a prepared speech tonight because I like to go to these meetings and speak from the heart. This organization has meant everything to me and my family. When I was 18 years old, I went to college. I made a decision when I left George Washington University that I wanted to join the corporation. I wanted to do something. I wanted to bring a vision to it, and I wanted to help. A couple of years later, not that I knew what happened, they had the first 3-day. And I said, listen, I have some experience in politics. I could bring something to the table, and I can help put members to work. In the 15 years since, I think we've shown that in my experience. Whether it's helping the civil service carpenters avoid layoffs, working with the millwrights to organize Caithness, whether it's the School Construction Authority, PLA, which put hundreds of members to work during dark times, which rolled into the mayoral PLAs, which rolled into recently the Dormitory Authority PLA. When I took the job, I believe it was a 24/7 job. That you worked as a representative for 24 hours, 7 days a week. I'm looking to keep my job. I'm not looking to get a raise or anything else, but I also am looking to serve as the president. I understand the duties and responsibilities of the president as written, but I think it's bigger than that. I think the president of this council has to deal with the outside world as well. I think we've had a history recently of having a circular firing squad and placing blame on others without offering solid ideas and vision. Last night I was out till 9 o'clock at night at a Major League Soccer event. That project might not start for 2 years, but I can guarantee you the new soccer fields will be using synthetic turf and our floor covers will be covering it. I think I'm the only candidate who's given a broad vision of not what's just wrong with this organization, but what's good with this organization and what can be accomplished in the future. And Happy Carpenters working carpenter. And I humbly ask for your support in the election on December 20th. Thank you very much.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight. it's humbling to be here. I see everybody in this room. It shows me that there is still a future. I believe in the future. I believe that we can change a lot of things for the better. I'm not going to sit here and point fingers at anybody. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think it's going to help. I think from this point, we need to move forward. We need to find ways to find work for our members. We need to find ways to get the pride back in this union that we once had. And looking in this room tonight, by the amount of people that are here, I think we can get that back. I think being a carpenter my whole career, going through different facets of the industry, is what makes me the most qualified candidate here. I've been a journeyman, been a foreman, been a shop steward. I've gone through the council rep center, the IGO's office, council rep center again now. I've seen everything that there is to offer out there. We're going to have a long night here. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of stuff right now. I want to thank you again for coming. My name is Jeremy Millan. I'm asking for your support. Thank you.
All right, we're going to move into some specific questions. And I'm going to try not to go straight down the row like I did at Javits Center. I'm going to try to move around. The first question that I'm going to ask everybody to respond to is the following. Give a grade on the performance of the delegates and executive officers since they were installed in January of this year, and explain your grade. And why don't we start with Steve?
Well, you know, you grade people on what kind of test they're taking. This wasn't a simple addition subtraction test. This has been trigonometry. The challenges that this council faces currently now, whether it was the MWA decision, whether it was the arbitration decision on the health and welfare fund, whether it was, you know, there's a load of different issues that this council's faced. We had a lot of new people. We had a lot of people who were angry about their locals being taken away, like my own. So this was a physics test. This was trigonometry. This wasn't a simple test. So how it's been handled, I'll give it a B. I think it's a work in progress, as I stated in my essay. You know, we have a lot of new people trying, a lot of good people trying. And I think that, you know, the tearing down of the organization. The district council is made up of, you know, it's not this nameless, faceless building in California. It's made up of members, good, hard-working guys who are trying under very, very difficult circumstances. So I give it a B, a work in progress, because this is one hell of a test we're all going through right now. That's my answer.
Mark Maguire, could you respond to that?
Yeah, this is the first time, brothers and sisters, I was elected as a delegate, and it was definitely a challenging time for all of us. You know, looking back over the last 9 months, just the attendance alone, that people got disgusted here with what was going on. We had delegate meetings who went on here. We talked about $35 for toner for computers and printers. It was just totally out of sync. I think that at the moment, you know, we've broken the ice, and we're getting things back together again. There's still a lot to be done, brothers and sisters. It has to be addressed, you know. If you come to delegate meetings, you have a lot of people talking here with big shoulders. You know, I don't have big shoulders, but what I have between is damn good stuff, guys. And I'm going to have my say in this district council, whether you like me or not, or whether you vote for me. It does make no difference. I am a carpenter, and I want to see the carpenters representing the carpenters. Okay, I don't need any outside interference, and I don't like to outsource this district council with people with different opinions and might want to influence us. That's my goal here, and I also want the delegate body to look at more detail the vendors and the people who are doing business with us here. I think it's very serious, and I want to also bring to your attention the benefit funds.